In the comments and in the description, I'm going to link extended videos of me breaking down how the Pacers can upset the Thunder in the finals and why the Thunder are the favorites. This is going to be more of kind of a Cliff Notes version of things, so I do highly recommend watching both videos before watching this video. But the way the Pacers win is with their ball movement. It's so insanely fast that even on made shots, they're going to be in the offensive half court by the time the ball, goes through the hoop pretty much. So they can get into their offense before OKC's defense really gets set. And that's going to negate the real superpower of the Thunder in that they have a historically great defense, and it'll lead to some mismatches, perhaps too, where not everybody's going to be in the perfect assignment at all times because again, the Pacers do move so violently quickly. Additionally, Pascal Siakam is bigger than everyone on the Thunder when you factor in height and weight, except for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Hartenstein is too slow to keep up with Siakam, I think, at a consistent level. So there's going to be a mismatch for Siakam pretty much at all times. Of course, the Thunder have great defenders like Dort and Jalen Williams that are not small, but they're not as big as Siakam. So Siakam will have the ability to shoot over them or even move them around a bit because he is about 10 pounds heavier in addition to being taller. So there's going to be some physicality edges for the Pacers, which is pretty rare because they're not a very big team, but the Thunder are small in areas that the Pacers can capitalize on. Additionally, OKC lives off of turnovers, which the Pacers just do not commit, chiefly because Tyrese Halliburton is a passing god, one of the best playmakers of all time, and he helps, get everybody in line with their offense and doesn't just turn the ball over basically regardless of the situation. So that's going to be another neutralization of a Thunder superpower, which is their turnover forcing capabilities and getting into fast breaks that way. Additionally, for defense, the Pacers have Miles Turner, who deters the paint. So SGA and Jalen Williams are going to have to earn things, even if they do get past the first wave of defense, which the first wave is going to be difficult because I think Pascal Siakam is going to be on Jalen Williams, and he's a good defender. And even more, Aaron Nesmith was absolutely amazing versus Jalen Brunson, who's one of the best offensive players in the game. I'll take SGA over Brunson, but, you know, Nesmith was making Brunson earn every single basket at basically the highest level you can do on defense. I think he can do something similar to SGA. And Brunson was still making a lot of shots, but there is going to be a lot more variance in shot making when it's heavily contested versus when you're getting space. So I think Neesmith is going to make SGA earn everything, and that's going to make things really difficult for the Thunder to keep their consistent offense because they're not going to get fast breaks from turnovers quite as much, and they're not going to get easy buckets from SGA because Neesmith is really going to make him work. As for the Thunder, it's pretty simple. They've contained Nikola Jokic and Anthony Edwards, so they can slow down Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam. The duo of SGA and Jalen Williams is superior to Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, so they have the star talent in their favor. Despite being solid as well, Tyrese Halliburton is not a liability on defense like a lot of people would have you believe. He's a fine defender, but he's probably the worst defender that's going to get real minutes in this series. Definitely the worst starting defender because there's no weaknesses for the Thunder's defense, and the Pacers' defense is very sound as well. So Halliburton is the only one that can really be attacked in any sort of way, especially because he's going to be doing so much work on offense. He might be a little bit more tired on defense, so he's not going to be able to put in his best effort. So Halliburton is a defensive liability as far as anybody is in this series. So if SGA or Jalen Williams can get past the initial defender and get Neesmith or Siakam off of them and get Halliburton involved through screens, Halliburton is going to really be put to task defensively, which is just not his strength. So there is going to be some avenues for easier buckets for the Thunder than there will be for the Pacers, who are going to have to earn everything. The Pacers, you could argue, have the better offense than the Thunder do, but when you look at the comparison between how insane the defense is going to be for either side, the Thunder are going to put up a better fight defensively for sure. So that leads into my series pick. Who's going to win? I think there's too big of a talent disparity. I think the Indiana Pacers are a very good team that's made a great run, but OKC to me is historic. They're genuinely one of the best teams in NBA history. You have MVP, SGA, lots of abbreviations being used, but I think you understand most valuable player, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I would say they have the slight edge at number 2 with Jalen Williams over Pascal Siakam. It is slight, but I would take Williams over Siakam. And in addition to that, they have the better rebounding, better three-point shooting. Of course, too, they have the historic defense, whereas the Pacers just have a good defense. There's so much that works in the Thunder's favor. And I think, you pair anybody against this Thunder team from this season, it's going to be a really rough fight for them. So it's nothing against the Pacers. I do think the Pacers are a great team. I've been a little bit slow to realize just how great they are, but I have come to realize they are a very, very good team. So I think the Pacers put up a good fight, but I would be surprised if they win this series. I would also be slightly surprised if they force game 7, not like tremendously surprised, but still pretty surprised nonetheless. So I do think the Thunder win. I think they win in 6. So it's going to be a hard fought victory. The Pacers offense always gives them a chance against anybody, but the Thunder offense is no slouch either, and they have, I think, an even better defense than the Pacers offense is, which I don't think is actually even much of a hot take. And make sure to check out the more extended videos I have breaking down the series to get an even better understanding of what's going to happen, because I do break down things in better depth. That was just kind of the Cliff Notes version. Those are my thoughts on the series. Be sure to let me know what yours are in the comment section. Also, be sure to like and subscribe for more basketball and football content.